Welcome to another engaging episode of TeqTalk, where we delve into the latest advancements in technology and explore their tangible business outcomes. As many of you may already know, I had the pleasure of attending Salesforce TDX during the initial week of March. It was an enriching experience marked by valuable connections with fellow technology enthusiasts. The event was extremely exciting with the significant potential of Salesforce AI echoing throughout. So, there is an unanimous agreement on the importance of deploying AI in an ethical and substantial manner, underscoring our collective responsibility in this regard. So, the innovative initiatives spearheaded by Salesforce in the realm of AI, particularly the advancements in Salesforce Einstein, are undeniably captivating. I eagerly wait witnessing how these developments will translate into enhanced efficiency for all the stakeholders involved. So, returning to today's episode, we have a significant installment lined up for you. This episode stands out as we are eager to guide you through the solution which has been developed by the Teqfocus team over the past few months. So, before we delve into the intricacies of the solution, I would like to extend my warm welcome to today's guest on the podcast, Mr. Aditi Arora. A quick intro of Aditi. So he is the Chief Delivery Officer at Teqfocus with nearly 2 decades of dynamic leadership experience spanning the realm of various industries. He is a seasoned go-to-market strategist and solution sales leader. So throughout his career, Aditya has demonstrated a remarkable ability to deliver innovative solutions tailored to the needs of digital operations. So prior to joining our team, Aditya held pivotal roles at Accenture and Virtusa. Welcome, Aditya. Hello, Aditya. Welcome to our Tech Talk.
Hello, Jess, and thanks for having me here. Hello, everyone.
So, Aditya, before we actually go into the specifics, I wanted to touch base on your perspective. How do you see the latest advancements in AI really impacting pharma commercial business?
Certainly, I think the with the emergence and the announcements around LLMs, AI has gained a lot of prominence recently, and it has the potential to be a game-changing technology across all the industries, specifically pharma. And given the changes happening so fast, it is we are unearthing the use cases on day-to-day basis around R&D, supply chain, manufacturing, commercial, and other enabling functions as well. So, like, very exciting times in AI space, and with while the perspective of AI impact is still around productivity gains, that's the perception. But in my opinion, it will, from pharma commercial perspective, it is going to be more impactful from the growth perspective, where not just the productivity, but growth will be the major focus area for helping the marketing, sales, and service advisors to be more prominent in terms of upselling and selling, positioning the new products into the market. So, from if we take a example here, so the HCPs take a lot of time in terms of planning a campaign, micro segmentation, lead scoring. All this will be done as I would say in with AI in a much more faster and seamless way. While it takes around weeks to run a campaign, now it will be in a matter of minutes or a few hours that content will be ready, and we'll talk about it in more detail later. And similarly, the same impact will be seen in the sales, or I should say medical reps, who will be really benefiting from the impact of the LLMs and the AI.
Absolutely, Aditya. And I think all these translate to the goal of providing a superior customer experience and overall integrating technology and AI in pharma industry is actually reshaping the commercial strategies, be it from drug discovery or development to marketing and customer engagement. So embracing these advancements actually enables pharma business to stay competitive in rapidly evolving landscape where improving patient outcomes and operational efficiency is so important. So Aditya, I'm very excited to know more about you and the team at Teqfocus have purpose built the pharma commercial business. So would you like to talk in details about that?
Absolutely, yes. In fact, TeqFocus has been working very closely. Pharma is a focus industry for us, and we understand the gaps. We have been working with multiple pharma organizations, trying to learn what challenges they face on day-to-day basis, and we are trying to work with them to understand the roadmap of their AI adoption. What are the priorities? What are the key challenges they want to address from the AI? And being LLM being the buzzword and all the models coming around LLM, they are releasing new updates on day-to-day basis. We are also trying to keep abreast with the changes and the new launches, and working with the customers to do execute POCs, while at the same time we also want to make sure the impact of the security and the intellectual property aspects for our customers has to be a top priority.
Right. So before we actually discuss what you have built, could you explain the objective of the solution and could you explain the current challenges which pharma commercial business is having right now?
Absolutely. If you go to the next slide, so let's talk about the challenges, pharma industry challenges first. So we are seeing rising R&D costs and pricing pressure for the industry. There are regulatory changes, hurdles which come through. Counterfeiting of drugs is a prominent problem within the industry. We are seeing a lot of changes in the healthcare and the data. Real world data has taken prominence, which is helping the HCPs take their customers, like I should say, take care of them better in terms of proactively helping them out. So AI is gaining prominence around the care giving, the scheduling, and also around keeping the customer data up to date and providing the best care possible to the customers. So if we go into the next slide, which talks about what are the key use cases we have, and while we understand the pain points, we have come up with some of the use cases around how we can improve the reach for the marketing teams, or I should say improve the productivity of marketing operations and expedite their campaign to encourage the HCPs adopt their products or services, or I should say solutions, in the form of medical devices, in the form of drugs. With LLM and Gen AI, a lot of changes are coming in. Like for example, we can identify the friction points which can be reduced by uh, generating text content, video content, and even the images to launch a campaign faster, and also create a much more robust algorithm around micro segmentation to identify the needs of a very specific segment of the HCPs and not go around with a generic reach outs to the HCP, which is of no value to them. Similarly, the other use case I want to talk about the improvement in productivity and how we can enable MRs, medical reps, to be more effective in their day-to-day life. So some of the tasks which are rudimentary for them but are necessary, they need to they we think that's where the first of the use cases will be impacted through use of AI. And for example, if they want to set up a schedule an appointment with the HCP for during the week, or if they want to prepare or learn about the new feature of the product. For example, a new device has been launched, and there is a new feature which actually is a X factor of the device, can be utilized as a part of the go-to campaign by the medical reps. So that from that angle, they will be empaneled or empowered through the content, and and a specific data around HCPs, and it's not just the HCP preferences, but how we are able to utilize their customer segments for a particular territory or a particular location. That can also be used through real world data and can be added to the sales pitch, and as well as the messaging which goes out to the HCP to make it more appealing to them. The goal is to help medical reps focus on closing the deals and let the technology does the legwork. That's the intent. And similarly, on the analytics side, we want to ensure everything is visible at the highest level within the organization from all KPI perspective and performance perspective, and that gets reflected into the ROI. To ensure that organizations get the most out of their commercial teams, TeqFocus has recently launched a GenAI-powered solution called TeqNext for Pharma. It will help transform commercial operations with unified solution that supports the entire customer engagement journey from marketing to sales to post-sale servicing with Salesforce as a layer of engagement and powered by the AI and data analytics platforms like Snowflake and AWS. We can help personalize campaigns, maximize ROI to maintain the competitive edge. It it is a step above the co-pilot concept, and we have utilized or identified certain use cases which can really help the commercial business do better in terms of productivity and growth. So let's go through the solution and
Sure.
how it empowers sales, marketing, and analytics team to
Okay.
accelerate the growth.
Okay. Thanks, Aditya. We'll move on to another slide.
Okay, so let us understand this with an example. Traditionally, marketing operations and sales teams had to entail a lot of manual work. So, in this example, we are going to talk about data-driven engagement, which is aligned to the improving marketing operations process. So, there are a lot of activities go behind the scenes in running a campaign. For example, lead management, lead nurturing, lead scoring, even in certain cases, social media listening from the real world data, how the HCPs are working with their customers, how is the customer behavior on social media regarding certain treatments. So all that data we collect, and that becomes a part of our lead scoring and customer 360 input. And as part of that, once the campaign or the lead scoring is ready, we start doing the micro segmentation around the score, and the target segments are created. Target micro segments are created, and plan a campaign around the preferences and priorities of that micro segment. So it entails around the priorities around the channel. It also entails around how the what the preferences are, what type of requirements these HCPs have for their customers, and what type of patients they see on day-to-day basis. So these are some of the inputs which go into designing a campaign. And with TeqNext as a platform, we are ready to generate that content in a matter of minutes. So once the legwork is done, all data is in place, the models are ready, we can generate our content from the text to video to images in a matter of minute, and that will help launch the campaigns faster, and also make sure we are listening to the responses and are able to effectively manage our campaign, see the effectiveness of the campaign, and further optimize into the campaigning. So, for in order to achieve that, we are using Salesforce as a front end platform, which is Salesforce Marketing Cloud, powered by Data Cloud as the insight or information, or I should say, host bring your own model experience, and the data hosting is done through AWS and Snowflake. We also are using Bedrock as a model development platform, where we are using all the AI capability of the LLM models to bring in the real world data to provide insights into the data cloud to power the marketing cloud channel.
That's really exciting to know. And considering most of the pharma commercial teams, especially sales reps, they often have to spend a lot of time in creating Excel sheets or importing, exporting data from CRMs. They're also entrusted with creating emails and messages, like how you have mentioned, for a larger data set of HCPs, which is often very difficult, and it's kind of time consuming task, and it has to be personalized. And furthermore, researching the preferences of an HCP and doing pre-call planning eats up a sizable chunk of their times of sales. And if everything is automated, I think that's an amazing job.
Absolutely. In fact, if you go to the next slide, there is subtle difference between running a campaign through marketing operations than running a campaign by a medical rep. Medical rep has been assigned a certain territory and a certain segment or listed HCPs which they need to target on day-to-day basis. And so while they can utilize, so with this platform, they can utilize the existing campaigns which the marketing team is running, and they can use them and also improvise the campaign and generate their own campaign for hyper personalized messaging for his HCPs for a reach out. So if you see this slide, so it talks about designing your self service campaign. You can utilize your existing campaigns run by marketing. You can have a library or access of the all the campaigns which are available for you at your disposal. You can manage your territory and the product segmentation as per your preferences and how you want to run. And it also has AI as empowerment from for scheduling as well. So as TeqNext, this platform brings in a lot of uh, capabilities and features in terms of helping you with the new campaigning, bringing the existing campaign, scheduling your appointments, and then post appointment or pre appointment readiness in terms of creating a sales script, or I should say a summary of what the HCP needs are and also what the product has to offer to fulfill the HCP needs. So that is a pre appointment readiness for the MR, and post appointment updates, for example renewal of orders, submitting invoices, reporting the progress of the conversation with the HCP. All that can again be automated through the power of voice, and the HCP will will have the requirements laid out to the MR, and he can simply pass it on using this platform into the Salesforce so that the opportunities are up to date on real time basis. And at the end of the day, it is all about making sure the sales are effective, and we can measure the performance of each territory and for each MR at the end of the day.
That's absolutely amazing to know, Aditya. I mean, the capabilities of TechNext, which you have already mentioned right now, can really empower pharma commercial to do so much more in so much less time. So this is not just an incremental increase in the productivity, but a massive one. So how do pharma companies discover this product? If somebody is interested, how do they reach out? Do you have any contacts?
Absolutely, great question, Jess. And we are here to help the pharma organizations or the customers to share more details around the platform, what capability it brings to the table, and how we are integrating Salesforce and the cloud to bring it all together to solve a industry challenge. If anybody is watching and is interested to know more about the platform, please reach out to me or just or my marketing team. We'll share the details, and happy to help.
All right. Thank you so much, Aditya. Thanks for providing such valuable information about TechNext and how AI really is going to accelerate the growth in 2024 and beyond. Thank you so much for being a part of our podcast.
Thank you so much.
To all our listeners, I love to hear from you about your experiences with implementing AI in your organization and your thoughts on its impact. Don't forget to subscribe to Tech Talk if you haven't already. This is your host, Jazz Kaur, signing off until next thrilling episode. Thank you.